Hey, what's good, y'all? This is your boy Dream Big, back at it again with another video for you guys. Dab on it.
Locked. System processing.
Boy, if you don't I missed you guys. It's been a couple of days. I know. I'm gonna give today. I originally wanted to do the Super Slimy Future versus Young Thug review, but I'll save that for the next couple of days. I kind of want to sit with the music a little more so I can give you guys a great review on it. But today, as you've seen in the title, I'm going to be talking about DJ Akademiks and Complex. And once again, if you're new, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out fire out here. You can't put me out. I'm staying consistent. I'm doing numbers. Let's get it. So with that being said, yeah, so I had a discussion maybe like a couple weeks about how I felt about DJ Akademiks still keeping his YouTube platform, but also taking it, what he's doing on YouTube, and kind of being more of a talk show host on Complex News. As you can see, if you haven't, he's on the show with Joe Buddens and Nedeska on Complex. It's called Everyday Struggle. Now, it's not on TV or anything. It's still on YouTube. So it's a great platform. DJ Akademiks, kind of the positive. Let me just go over the positives of it. So the positives of it is basically he's able to, instead of just speaking about these artists on YouTube and we're not able to see his face or whatever. He rarely showed his face on YouTube prior to this. Now he does like the Twitch streams. So the positives, he gets to interview these artists. He gets to talk about, you know, he kind of gives his opinions. He's a little bit overshadowed by Joe Buddens, but he kind of gives you the water-washed opinions on Everyday Struggle, and you kind of have to wait until he puts out a video on his channel to get how he really feels, the savage version. And yeah, it definitely opens up a lot of doors for him to make more money, or, you know, bigger and better things. Like you start off at Complex, maybe next you go to MTV, BET, or something like that. So I think that's pretty dope. Career-wise, I'm not sure if he wants to go that route, but definitely career-wise, if he's looking to go that way, definitely big moves, and I think that's dope for him. Now, I will say I am a follower of DJ Akademiks. I like DJ Akademiks and what he's done a lot. I myself want to be similar to DJ Akademiks. You know, he does more of reporting and things like that. I kind of want to do reactions, reviews, how I feel about projects, things like that. So we're still in a little bit of a different lane, but you know, I see DJ Akademiks as someone up there that I want to emulate here on YouTube. So for me, for somebody that's kind of influenced me to do what I'm doing here on YouTube, you know, it kind of saddens me. It kind of makes me feel a way like a lot of people really look up to you, and you know, you're doing your thing. You've been doing your things for years. You've been staying consistent. You know, 3 or 4 channels, your Instagram, all that. You know, you've been really independent. You haven't gotten hot. We really look to you for the news because, you know, you're not somebody in the industry. You're not Hollywood, and you keep it 100. So one of the top reasons a lot of people mess with DJ Akademiks is because we feel like he keeps it 100 and he gives his real opinion without holding back. And kind of like a Charlemagne, he gives his 100 opinion without holding back, even though he's actually sitting down interviewing with these artists every day on the Breakfast Club. And given he's on a way bigger platform, and that's how he got famous. But I don't think that like Joe says and Charlemagne says, I don't feel like DJ Akademiks keeps that same energy when he's in front of these artists. He kind of stays silent, doesn't even talk, doesn't give his opinion, which is smart. But I mean, I really feel like, you know, maybe you should have just stayed up. Maybe you should just stayed on your platform where you're most comfortable, where people didn't have to see your face, when you didn't have to, you know, run into the Migos. You didn't have to run into Vic Mensa and things like that. You didn't even have to go. You could have still got down to the path that you. I'm not sure where he wants to go, but you could. Let's say it is to be on a platform as big as, a VH1, BET, MTV, or anything like that. I mean, you got calls from Complex for a talk show host. People are definitely watching. You're definitely a voice in hip hop. People are definitely looking out for your videos. So whatever road you're trying to get to, if you're trying to get on the radio, be like Charlamagne is a big mentor to him. Whether that's what it is where you're trying to go, I think you could have definitely stuck on your platform and you would have got that call. You even before you started doing this everyday struggle, you was getting shout outs and DMs from different artists and things like that, whether it was threatening or they just wanted to have a conversation with you, like the Lil Yachty's and things like that. You was gonna get that regardless. These people watch your videos, just like you said, Meek and them, they watch your videos. I feel like you didn't need to go on Complex to do that. I just feel like, he's super talented. He could have definitely kept it on his own accord, own wave. Now he's negatives is definitely, now you have to clock in you have to actually work and get up to work early in the morning, clock in, sit down, talk about stuff that you may not even want to talk about. The cool thing about YouTube is you can sit there and talk about whatever you want to talk about. The content you want to put out is what you put out. You have 100% control over what goes out, what goes on your social media. And for example, like the thing with him and Complex and the Migos, when he asked Takeoff how he felt about being left off in Bad and Bougie. And, the editors at Complex basically made him look like an idiot. I mean, the question wasn't that great, I'm going to be honest, but if you was in control of that, you could have cut that whole part out or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was great publicity. So you probably would have put it out anyway. Plus, apparently that's like one of your favorite groups. But what I'm saying, you still have control about how things are presented. Like the way it was presented made you look like an idiot. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So that's how I feel about it. Definitely if you're a fan of DJ Akademiks or if you're a supporter of DJ Akademiks or Complex, another thing is, before I end this, another thing I have an issue with is Complex really it's really odd to me. Like everything Akademiks puts out on his page, like Complex would go right behind it and make the same exact video on Complex News and talk about the same thing that DJ Akademiks just reported on. Cause I kind of feel like they hired him to kind of use his content because they just parrot whatever news he reports, and I feel like he's just being used. To be honest, like they're just using him for his clout and I don't know, but I could be wrong. I'll take it if I'm wrong. Y'all can put the L's down in the comment sections or whatever. I don't care, but let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think DJ Akademiks going to Complex for Everyday Struggle was a good move, bad move? I'm not sure where his end goal is for his brand. I personally think his brand is more valuable on his channel rather than going on Everyday Struggle. But let's talk about this. Is Everyday Struggle a good move, or should he just stay on his channel? Let me know down in the comment below. And once again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel, CBW Entertainment. Let's get it. We out.